Hello students. So today I am doing class for class 10. The topic is ratio and proportion. So in the last online class also we were doing the same topic, that is ratio and proportion, and from the book we have almost completed problems from the book, that is Ganit Prakash for class 10. So today we'll do problems from Madhyamik question papers. Madhyamik previous question papers, right? So this is from Madhyamik Pariksha 2017. So question number 8.1. So it carries 3 marks, right? So it carries 3 marks. So question number 8, number 1 is if A upon B plus C is equal to B upon C plus A is equal to C upon A plus B, then you have to prove that each ratio is equal to half or minus half. That means each ratio means you have to prove that each ratio, that means this is the first ratio A upon B plus C is equal to, this is the second ratio B upon C plus A is equal to, this is the third ratio C upon A plus B. You have to prove this each ratio is either equal to half or minus 1. Is that clear? So let us assume here K method. So you can assume the given part, let A upon B plus C is equal to B upon C plus A is equal to C upon A plus B is equal to K suppose, right? So is equal to K suppose. Okay. Now this first ratio is equal to second ratio is equal to third ratio is equal to K. Now from this given we can equate this first ratio is equal to K. That is, and if you cross multiply it, you will get A is equal to K into B plus C. So let us mark it equation number 1. Similarly, equating this second ratio with K, so after cross multiplication, what do we get? B is equal to K into C plus A. This is number 2. Similarly, equating this third ratio is equal to K, and by cross multiplication, what do we get? C is equal to K into A plus B. Suppose this is number 3. Is that clear now? So what will you do with these 1, 2 and 3? You can add all these 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let us write adding 1, 2 and 3. Adding 1, 2 and 3. So let us add these equations 1, 2 and 3. So left hand sides can be added is equal to right hand side can be added. That means what do we get? A plus B plus C is equal to, now on the right hand side it will be K into B plus C plus K into C plus A, right? It is K into C plus A, then plus K into A plus B, plus K into A plus B. Okay, so this is the continuation part here, right? So or A plus B plus C, K is taken common here, so within bracket what do we get? So within bracket we have B plus C plus C plus A plus B. Okay, so or now this is A plus B plus C is equal to K within bracket. So what do we get now? That is A plus A, 2A plus 2B plus it is 2C. Is that clear now? So or this is your A plus B plus C is equal to, again what is common out here? 2. You can take it common. 2K within bracket we have A plus B plus C. So in this case you cannot cancel this A plus B plus C and A plus B plus C. It is not mentioned there whether it is A plus B plus C is equal to 0 or not equal to 0. So in the question, if there is A plus B plus C not equal to 0, then we could have cancelled it. Otherwise we cannot cancel them, right? So don't cancel here. It is not mentioned that A plus B plus C not equal to 0. It is not mentioned that, so don't cancel it. and also you have to prove that this each ratio is equal to half or minus 1, right? So without cancelling, take that right hand side term to the left hand side. So what does it become now? Or this is a plus b plus c, then minus 2k into a plus b plus c, which is equal to 0. Okay, now what is common here? It is a plus b plus c is common within bracket. 1 minus 2k is equal to 0. So you can write here either or. So either a plus b plus c is equal to 0 or 1 minus 2k is equal to 0. Okay. So now we get here a plus b plus c is equal to 0. From here you can get the value for k. Minus 2k is equal to minus 1. Minus minus gets cancels. So k is equal to half. That means we had assumed each ratio is equal to half. That is proved, isn't it? Each ratio means a upon b plus c is equal to b upon c plus a is equal to c upon a plus b is equal to k was there. And what is the value for k? Half. That means each ratio is equal to half. So it is proved. So each ratio is equal to half. It is proved. Now we have to prove that each ratio is equal to minus 1 also. That is a upon b plus c is equal to b upon c plus a is equal to c upon a plus b is equal to minus 1. You have to prove it again, right? So now again, either there is a plus b plus c is equal to 0 also. So a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So from here you can get the value for a plus b is equal to minus c, isn't it? Again you can get the value for b plus c is equal to minus a, or what is the value for c plus a? C plus a is equal to minus b. So let us mark it as number 4, this as number 5, and this as number 6. Now from these 4, 5 and 6 you can prove that a by b plus c is equal to b by c plus a is equal to c by a plus b will be equal to minus 1, right? So what was the first ratio? So let us write down the first ratio in given. So first ratio in given was a upon b plus c, right? So what is the what is the value for b plus c out here from number 5? That is minus a, which is equal to a upon, from here b plus c is equal to minus a from 5. You can put it there upon minus a, which is equal to minus 1. This a will be cancelled, which is equal to minus 1, right? Again, what is the second ratio? So second ratio is equal to, what is the second ratio out here? Second ratio was b upon c plus a, which is equal to b upon, again what is the value for c plus a from number 6? Minus b. You can put minus b out there, right? So it is minus b, which is equal to minus 1. Right? Again, what is the third ratio? What was the third ratio in the question? In the given? That was c upon a plus b. C upon a plus b, which is equal to, it is c upon, what is the value for a plus b from number 4th? It is minus c. So it is minus c, this will be cancelled, which is equal to minus 1. That means, hence, each ratio is equal to minus 1. That is also proved. So hence, we can write each ratio is equal to minus 1. That is also proved, right? So that means we have proved that either each ratio is equal to half or each ratio is equal to minus 1. Is that clear now? So this is the answer. So we'll do the next question from the same question paper, that is Madhyamik Pariksha 2017. Okay. So now we'll do the next question, that is from same Madhyamik Pariksha 2017, question number 8, number 2. So what is given here? If b plus c minus a within bracket into x is equal to within bracket c plus a minus b into y is equal to a plus b minus c into z. This should be z. It is a plus b minus c into z is equal to 2, right? What is given here? B plus c minus a into x is equal to c plus a minus b into y is equal to a plus b minus c into z is equal to 2. Then you have to prove that 1 upon x plus 1 upon y into 1 upon y plus 1 upon z into 1 upon z plus 1 upon x is equal to ABC, right? So we will prove this result, okay? So now what is given here? Let us write down given part here. Let us write down given b plus c minus a into x is equal to c plus a minus b into y is equal to, it is a plus b minus c into z is equal to 2. That means first part is equal to 2, second part is equal to 2, third part is also equal to 2, right? So equating first and last, we can get the value for b plus c minus a, isn't it? So b plus c minus a x is equal to last part, that is 2. So if you equate first with last, we can get the value for b plus c minus a in terms of 2 upon x, isn't it? Similarly, equating second with last, we can get the value for c plus a minus b is equal to 2 upon y and a plus b minus c is equal to 2 upon z, because you have to get the values of a 1 upon x plus 1 upon y into 1 upon y plus 1 upon z into 1 upon z plus 1 upon x is equal to, you have to prove it, is equal to ABC. So now here, therefore, you can equate first with last. B plus c minus a x is equal to 2. Since you have to get the value for 1 by x, so take this x to the right hand side. So it is b plus c minus a into x is there. So when you take this x to the right hand side, you should write it in the denominator, right, on the right hand side, okay? Or b plus c minus a is equal to 2 upon x. So suppose this is number 1, right? Similarly you can equate second with last. Again c plus a minus b into y is equal to 2. You can get the value for here also, c plus a minus b is equal to 2 upon y. Since you have to get the value for 1 by y, that's why this y is taken to the right hand side. So on the right hand side, it goes to the denominator. You should write it in the denominator on the right hand side. Okay, let us mark it as number 2. Right? Again, now again you can equate third with last. That is a plus b minus c into z is equal to 2, right? Or what is a plus b minus c now? A plus b minus c is equal to 2 upon z, okay? Since we have to get the value for 1 by z, that's why z is taken to the right hand side. So it is on the right hand side, it is 2 upon z. So let us mark it number 3. Is that clear? Now since you have to get the value for 1 upon x plus 1 upon y, so add 1 and 2. So right now adding 1 and 2. So adding 1 and 2. So what do we get? Adding 1 and 2. Let us write down number 1. B plus c minus a is equal to what? It is 2 by x, right? It is b plus c minus a is equal to 2 by x. Next, c plus a minus b is equal to 2 by y. So right there, c plus a minus b is equal to 2 by y, right? That is from 2 is c plus a minus b is equal to 2 by y. It is written there. So add them. So what do we get after adding? So here minus a plus a gets cancels. Plus b minus b gets cancels. What is c plus c? It is 2c is equal to 2 upon x plus 2 upon y. Is that clear? So next, what do we get? Or 2c is equal to, 2 is taken common, 1 upon x plus 1 upon y. So bracket is closed. Here 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. That means C is equal to 1 upon x plus 1 upon y. Right? So if you take all these terms to the left hand side, and if you take this C to the right hand side, you don't have to change the sign there, because if you take all the terms of the right hand side to the left hand side, it becomes minus. And if you take all the terms of the left hand side to the right hand side, it also becomes minus. All the terms will be minus. So if you take minus common and cancel them, so you will get the same result. That is, no need of changing the sign here. That is 1 upon x plus 1 upon y is equal to, what is here? This is C. Let us mark it number 4. Let us mark it number 4. So that means we get the value for 1 upon x plus 1 upon y. Right? Now, let us add 2 and 3. Now write down. Now write adding 2 and 3. Adding 2 and 3. So what do we get? Adding 2 and 3. So adding 2 and 3, what do we get? Left side should be added. Write down. C plus A minus B is equal to 2 by y. This is number 2. And what is number 3 there? It is A plus B minus C is equal to 2 by Z. So adding 2 and 3, you can get the value for 1 upon y plus 1 upon Z. Right? So let us add them. So if you add this 2 and 3, so what do we get? Your BB gets cancelled, CC gets cancels. What is A plus A? That is 2A is equal to 2 upon y plus 2 upon z. Or 2A is equal to, here 2 is taken common, 1 upon y plus 1 upon z. So 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. That means, or A is equal to what? Or A is equal to 1 upon y plus 1 upon z. So now write all the terms of the right hand side to the left hand side, and write all the terms of the left hand side to the right hand side. So in this case, you don't have to change the sign in this case. Okay, 1 upon y plus 1 upon z is equal to 1 upon, oh sorry, it is A. 1 upon y plus 1 upon z is equal to, this one is what? This is E. Suppose it is number 5. Now similarly, you have to add 1 and 3. You have to add 1 and 3, right? So what is number 1? You can check it. Similarly, you have to add 1 and 3. So write down, adding 1 and 3. Adding 1 and 3. So what do we have in number 1? In number 1, it was B plus C minus A. B plus C minus A is equal to 2 upon x. And what was number 3? Number 3 was A plus B minus C is equal to 2 upon z. And write down number 3. Number 3 is A plus B minus C. A plus B minus C is equal to 2 upon z. Is that clear? So now we can add them. So let us add them. Plus A minus A gets cancels, minus C plus C gets cancels, but B plus B, same sign, you have to add them. Therefore it is 2B is equal to 2 upon x plus 2 upon z, right? Or 2B is equal to, here 2 is taken common, 1 upon x plus 1 upon z. So here 2 gets cancels. So what do we get? That is, you can write down these terms on the right hand side to the left hand side. That is 1 upon x plus 1 upon z and is equal to b. Suppose this is number 6. So is that clear? So we have got all the values of 1 upon x plus 1 upon y, 1 upon y plus 1 upon z, and 1 upon z plus 1 upon x. Okay. So now you have to prove that. Let us show that 1 upon x plus 1 upon y into 1 upon y plus 1 upon z into 1 upon z plus 1 upon x is equal to ABC. Okay. So 1 upon x plus 1 upon y is equal to C is there, right? So now let us write down the left hand side. So what is left hand side now? So you have to prove LHS is equal to RHS. So left hand side is equal to 1 upon x plus 1 upon y, 1 upon y plus 1 upon z, 1 upon z plus 1 upon x, right? So is equal to, what was the value for 1 upon x plus 1 upon y? We have just found it. 1 upon x plus 1 upon y from number 4. You can check it. 1 upon the value of 1 upon x plus 1 upon y from 4 was c, right? What is the value for 1 upon y plus 1 upon z? It is a into what is 1 upon z plus 1 upon x? It is b. So which is equal to a, b, c. That is LHS is equal to RHS. That is proved. Is that clear now? So you can pop it. We'll do the next question now. Now we'll do the next question, that is from Madhyamik Pariksha 2018, 8 number A. If A plus B minus C divided by A plus B is equal to B plus C minus A divided by B plus C is equal to C plus A minus B whole divided by C plus A, and A plus B plus C not equal to 0. These are given out here. You have to prove that A is equal to B is equal to C. So this is the given part. That is also A plus B plus C not equal to 0. That is also the given part. You have to prove that A is equal to B is equal to C, right? So here, let us write down the given part here. A plus B minus C divided by A plus B is equal to B plus C minus A divided by B plus C is equal to C plus A minus B divided by C plus A. Alright, so now in this case, so A plus B, because there is A plus B in the denominator, let us write this A plus B within first bracket. So B plus C again within first bracket, C plus A again within first bracket. So let us separate the term here, or that is A plus B divided by A plus B minus C upon A plus B is equal to, on the right hand side, B plus C divided by B plus C minus A upon B plus C is equal to, in the third ratio also you can separate the term. So C plus A divided by C plus A minus B upon this is C plus A, right? So here we can cancel it. That means one time, this is also one time. That means, or what do we get? 1 minus C upon A plus B is equal to 1 minus A upon B plus C is equal to, on the right hand side also it is minus 1 upon B plus 1 minus B upon C plus A. Is it clear now? So what we will do here now, from all the sides you can cancel the common terms. This 1, 1, 1. These are common in all these terms, isn't it? That means you can cancel them. So what do we get now? So what do we get? Or it is minus C upon A plus B is equal to minus A upon B plus C is equal to minus this is B upon C plus A. Is that clear? So from all these terms again, from all these sides, you can cancel the common term, that is minus. You can cancel them. You can cancel this minus sign. Okay. So what do we get? Or C upon A plus B is equal to A upon B plus C is equal to B upon C plus A. Is that clear? So now in this question you have to prove that A is equal to B is equal to C, isn't it? You have to prove that A is equal to B is equal to C, right? Now what we do here is add 1 to all these terms. If we add 1 to this side, you have to add 1 to this side, you have to add 1 to this side also. So let us add 1 on all the sides, okay? So what do we get? C upon A plus B plus 1 is equal to A upon B plus C plus 1 is equal to B upon C plus 1 plus 1. Is that clear? Next, what will you do? Next, what will you do? Or this is A plus B is the LCM. Below 1 there is 1, below 1 there is 1, here also below 1 there is 1. So, what is the LCM of A plus B and 1? It is A plus B. A plus B is divided by A plus B, there is 1, 1 into C is C. Plus, again this A plus B is divided by 1, that is A plus B into 1 is A plus B, which is equal to, here also, similarly was the LCM, B plus C. So, what do we get in the numerator? It is A plus B plus C, you know how to get the LCM and simplify it, right? So, is equal to, this is also, what's the LCM? C plus A, and you know how to simplify it, this is also B plus C plus E. Is that clear? Now in the numerators, in all these terms, this is the same expression, isn't it? In the numerator, the expression is A plus B plus C. Here also A plus B plus C. Here also A plus B plus C. That means, since A plus B plus C not equal to 0, you can divide all these sides by A plus B plus C. If you divide this first term by A plus B plus C, you should divide the second term by A plus B plus C. You should also divide the third term by A plus B plus C. Because in this case, A plus B plus C not equal to 0. So what do we write here now? So this is your C plus A plus B divided by, now it is again divided by A plus B plus C into A plus B is equal to, what is the second term also? Second term also it is divided by A plus B plus C into B plus C is equal to, third term is also divided by A plus B plus C. So it is B plus C plus A divided by, this is A plus B plus C into, this is C plus A. That means we are dividing all these terms by A plus B plus C, so that we can cancel that A plus B plus C which is in the numerator. Okay? Because in the question it is given that A plus B plus C not equal to 0. Right? So now we can cancel here A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C one time. This is also one time. This is also one time. Right? So what do we get now? Or this is 1 upon A plus B is equal to, this is also 1 upon B plus C is equal to, this is also 1 upon C plus A. So we got this simplified expression. Now what will you do here now? Now you can use invertendo here. So by invertendo, what can you write? You can invert all the sides by invertendo. By invertendo, you can invert all the sides here, that is A plus B is equal to B plus C is equal to C plus A. Okay? A plus B is equal to B plus C is equal to C plus A, right? So now what will you do? Let us equate first and second. Therefore, A plus B is equal to B plus C. So here this B gets cancelled, which are on the left hand side and on the right hand side. You can cancel these similar terms on both the sides, that is B and B will be cancelled. What do we get? A is equal to C. Now in this case, or now we can equate second with last, that is B plus C is equal to C plus A, right? So here CC gets cancels. What do we get? B is equal to A. Okay? So we got this relation, A is equal to C and B is equal to A. You can combine these two to get A is equal to B is equal to C. This is A is equal to B, this is also A is equal to C. That means you can combine all these three to get A is equal to B is equal to C, right? So combining these two, since A is equal to B here and A is equal to C here, we can combine these two to get A is equal to B is equal to C. That is proved. Is that understood? So this is also very, very important question. So you can copy it. We'll do the next question now. So now, question, that is from same Madhyamik Pariksha 2018. This is question number 8b. If x is to a is equal to y is to b is equal to z is to c, it is given. You have to prove that a square plus b square plus c square into x square plus y square plus z square is equal to ax plus by plus cz whole square. So from given you have to prove this LHS is equal to RHS. Okay. So here given is x is to a is equal to y is to b is equal to z is to c. Okay. So let us assume here K method. Let this ratio means you can write it in terms of fraction. X upon a is equal to y upon b is equal to z upon c is equal to k, suppose. Right. So equating first and last. This is first ratio is equal to second ratio is equal to third ratio is equal to k. So equating first ratio with k and by cross multiplication, what do we get? X is equal to ak. Again equating second with last, second ratio with last, that is k. What do we get after cross multiplication? Y is equal to bk, and similarly equating third ratio with last. So by cross multiplication, what do we get? Z is equal to ck. Is it clear now? So we have got the values of x, y and z from the given part. Now let us prove LHS is equal to RHS. So let us write down LHS. So what is LHS here? It is, let us copy it left hand side. It is a square plus b square plus c square. A square plus b square plus c square into x square plus y square plus z square. X square plus y square plus z square, right? So let us put the values of x, y and z in this case. That is x is equal to ak, y is equal to bk and z is equal to ck. So this is a square plus c square. So a square plus b square plus c square is kept as it is. What is x whole square? Ak whole square. It is ak whole square plus what is y whole square? Bk whole square. Bk whole square plus what is z whole square here? It is ck whole square. It is ck whole square, right? So which is equal to a square plus b square plus c square into what is that? Ak whole square. It is a square k square plus what is bk whole square? B square k square plus what is ck whole square? It is c square k square, right? So you can take common from here. What is common out there? It is k square. So is equal to a square plus b square plus c square into here k square is taken common there, isn't it? So what do we get within bracket? A square plus b square plus c square, which is equal to, now write k square first. And now what is a square plus b square plus c square into a square plus b square plus c square? These are the same expression and you can multiply them. So you will get here a square plus b square plus c square. This is your whole square. Okay. So now we have to prove LHS is equal to RHS. We have got the value for LHS. Now let us get the value for RHS. Now let us write RHS now. So what is RHS here? Here RHS is in the question, it was ax plus by plus cz whole square is equal to within bracket a into, now put the value for x. What is the value for x? Ak plus b into what is y? Bk plus c into what is z? It is ck. This is whole square, right? So now let us simplify it further, which is equal to a square k plus b square k plus c square k whole square. Is that clear? So now you can take common from within whole square. Within whole square, what is common? Let us write it within second bracket. Here k is common, so within bracket a square plus b square plus c square. First bracket close, second bracket close, whole square. Okay. Now this square is for both k as well as a square plus b square plus c square. So you have to write this square for both k as well as a square plus b square plus c square. So which is equal to k square into a plus b plus c whole square. That means LHS is k square into a square plus b square plus c square whole square. Right hand side is also k square into it is a square plus b square plus c square, right? Left hand side is k square into a square plus b square plus c square whole square. Right hand side is also k square into a square plus b square plus c square whole square. That means LHS is equal to RHS proved. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS. That is proved. Is that clear to all of you? So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is from Madhyamik Pariksha 2020. That is 8 number 1. If x is to a is equal to y is to b is equal to z is to c, then prove that x cube upon a cube plus y cube upon b cube plus z cube upon c cube is equal to 3xyz divided by abc. Okay. So let us write down the given here also. So what is given here? X is to a is equal to y is to b is equal to z is to c, right? So now you can assume k method here. Let the first ratio can be written in terms of fraction. X upon a is equal to y upon b is equal to z upon c is equal to k, suppose, right? So equating first and last, that is first ratio is equal to second ratio, third ratio is equal to last. So equating first ratio with last and by cross multiplication, what do we get? X is equal to ak. Similarly, equating second with last, what is the value for y? Y is equal to bk by cross multiplication. Similarly, equating third with last and by cross multiplication, what do we get? Z is equal to ck. Is that clear? So that means we have got the values of x, y and z in terms of key. Now let us prove LHS is equal to RHS. Now let us write down here LHS. LHS is equal to x cube upon a cube plus y cube upon b cube plus z cube upon c cube. Okay. Now let us put the value for x. What is the value for x here? Ak whole cube divided by a cube plus, what is y cube? It is bk whole cube. Bk whole cube divided by b cube plus, what is z cube? It is ck whole cube divided by c cube. Is that right? Okay. Next is equal to, what is ak whole cube? That cube is for both a as well as k. That means a cube k cube. That is a cube k cube divided by a cube plus, next b cube k cube, b cube k cube divided by b cube plus, next c cube k cube divided by c cube k cube divided by c cube. That is ck whole cube divided by c cube. Okay. So here you can cancel this. A cube gets cancels, b cube cancels, c cube gets cancels. So which is equal to k cube plus k cube plus k cube, which is equal to, all have the same sign, so you can add them. So same sign can be added. That means k cube plus k cube plus k cube is equal to, it is 3k cube. So this is your left hand side. Now let us find out the value for right hand side. Okay. So therefore RHS is equal to, what is RHS here? 3xyz divided by ABC is equal. Let us put the value for x now. 3 into what is x? AK. So into AK. What is y? BK. What is z here? CK, right? So it is ck this whole divided by abc. That means here you can cancel the similar terms from both the numerators as well as denominators. So here you can cancel AA, BB and CC. That means which is equal to, what is the value here? It is 3k cube. That is right hand side is also 3k cube. LHS is equal to 3k cube. Right hand side is also 3k cube. That means what can we write? Therefore you can write LHS is equal to RHS and write proved. Therefore LHS is equal to RHS. That is also proved. Is that clear now? So you can copy it. So we'll do the next question now. So now we will do the next question, that is from same Mandipin Pariksha 2020, but this is question number 8.2. If ay minus bx divided by c is equal to cx minus az divided by b is equal to bz minus cy divided by a, then prove that, you have to prove that x upon a is equal to y upon b is equal to z upon c. Okay, so let us write down the given here. So what is given here? So ay minus bx divided by c is equal to cx minus az divided by b is equal to, so bz minus cy divided by a. Okay, and from this given you have to prove x upon a plus y upon b is equal to z upon c. Okay, now here, so what will you do? How will you simplify this given? Okay, since there is c here, you multiply both the numerator and the denominator by c in this case. Since this is b, you have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by b. Since this is a here, you multiply both numerator and denominator by a in order to prove that required result. Okay, so therefore a into ay minus c into ay minus bx whole divided by c into c is c square is equal to, here b is there, you have to multiply both numerator and the denominator by b, that is b into cx minus az whole divided by, what is b into b? B square is equal to, next multiply both the numerator and the denominator by a in this case, so a into bz minus cy whole divided by a square. Is that clear? So or now multiply by c here, this is acy minus bcx divided by c square is equal to, next this is your bcx minus abz divided by b square is equal to, next now this is abz minus acy this whole divided by a square. Right? Is that clear to all of you? So now what will you do? You can use addendo here. So by addendo, this each ratio is equal to, you add all these numerators divided by add all these denominators. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so right now, so by addendo each ratio is equal to, add those numerators, you have to add all these numerators, that is acy minus bcx plus bcx minus abz plus, next abz minus acy, abz minus acy, this whole divided by, add those denominators, that is c square plus b square plus a square. So let's see what happens in the numerator. So plus acy minus acy will be cancelled. Minus bcx plus bcx minus abz plus abz will be cancelled. That means it is 0, which is equal to 0 divided by c square plus b square plus a square, which is equal to 0 divided by number is always 0. Is that clear? That means we have proved that each ratio is equal to 0. That is, each ratio means given ratio, that is ay minus bx divided by c is equal to cx minus az divided by b is equal to bz minus cy divided by a is equal to what? It is 0. Is that clear now? That means all these ratios is equal to 0. That means this first ratio is equal to 0, second ratio is equal to 0, and third ratio is equal to 0. Equating all these, we can prove that x upon a is equal to y upon b is equal to z upon c. Is that clear? So now let us write ay minus bx divided by c is equal to 0. Below 0 there is 1, isn't it? So now let us do cross multiplication here. So let us cross multiply. What do we get? ay minus bx into 1 is ay minus bx, 0 into c is always 0. Or now minus bx is equal to minus ay, right? So here minus minus gets cancels. Now in this case, let us take this y to the left hand side and b to the right hand side. That means x upon y, or you should prove x upon b. That means you take a to the left hand side. You should take a to the left hand side and b to the right hand side. So what does it become? X upon a is equal to, it is y upon b. That is, it is number 1. Is that clear? So equating first and last, that is a1 minus bx by c is equal to 0 by 1, we get x upon a is equal to y upon b. That is number 1. Again you can equate second with last, that is, let us write this second with last, that is cx minus az divided by b is equal to 0. 0 divided by 1 here also. Okay, so this is therefore, or now you can cross multiply it. Cx minus az is equal to 0 into b is always 0 here also. So now, or Cx is equal to az. Okay, now a, take it to the left hand side, and c, take it to the right hand side. Okay, so or what do we get? X upon a is equal to z upon c. Suppose this is equation number 2. So from these two relations, from 1 and 2, what can you write? X by a is equal to y by b, also x by a is equal to z by c. So from 1 and 2, what can you write? X upon a is equal to y upon b is equal to z upon c. So combining 1 and 2. So combining 1 and 2, what do we get? X upon a is equal to y upon b is equal to, this is z upon c. Proved. So I think I understood it. So you can copy it. So today we did 6 problems from mathematics question paper. So you can revise all these problems at home that we did today. So this much is for today. So in the next class we'll do the new chapter. Okay. So that means ratio and proportion chapter is finished. Okay.